17,000 subscribers and counting. Togozani, I am Povadimu, and I welcome you to my channel. And thank you so much to choosing to view this video or click on this video because it is celebratory times. We are happy. I'm so happy and I'm so humbled at the same time. I was actually going through my channel generally, and the videos and that I've done in the past and everything else, I feel what I've shared or what I've taught has been so timeless, and what I have put out here is gonna be here for years to come. Whether umntwana uzalwa namhlanje is gifted, they're gonna be able to come on YouTube and find my videos and find the teachings that my ancestors have, allowed me to share. And it is gonna help a lot, and I feel my work is done, because I this was the plan. This was the purpose. I've taught so much on so many things, especially about the journey, about the gift and everything in light of that, and that is what I wanted. And I remember when I started the channel, it was asking me, so describe the channel. I was like, this is about ubungoma and sharing the journey through my perspective or through my eyes, something like that. And it has been like that, and throughout the growth and the sharing of videos and whatever the case might be, I've grown myself spiritually as a person. My journey thus far has been one of a learning curve, a lot. I know, when people think, the mistake people think is that once usutwasile, your life is bubbles and candy and every day Lozi, and it's nothing like that. It is more complicated than you could ever think. So I would first like to thank each and every one of you for allowing me into your homes, your spaces, your laptops, your computers. Yeah, they still exist, right? Your computers, your iPads, your cell phones, your WhatsApp group chats, everything else. I would like to thank you for that, because through word of mouth, the channel has been able to grow. And to me, this is family. I might at some point be alone, but I feel like we have grown in spirit and in size, and we are past the stage of trying to understand or feeling lost or anything else. If someone is here and they feel lost, they can go back to the back the beginning. But we are where we can say, now we know what's going on, we have an idea, we can paint a picture for you. This is the gift, this is ubungoma, this is what we speak, or rather what we mean when we're speaking about the gifted and anything. And I've really tried to be as broad as I can in terms of the channel at large, and I really thank you for accepting myself the way I am, my witness, my uncensored mouth, everything else in between. You have accepted and love that, and I feel that is the reason you would continuously come to the channel to enjoy the content. And it's not as easy as it looks, because you really have to be inclined with what you're doing and really have passion for it, because I love what I'm doing. When I sit here, and I know, to me, this is part of my healing work, because I am healing someone and I'm touching someone, and that is everything for me. That is what I wanted. That is the plan. That is where we're at. So I'm just humbled above everything else. I know I would be loud and everything, but I'm just humbled by how far everything has come. And within this short space of a time, especially this year, we've hit so many milestones. It's been crazy, and it's just been a turbulent year, and I'm still glad that we're still safe. You're still alive, you're still able to watch my videos, you're still able to come here, and that means we still are going to carry on to better and greater things. I think I've walked what I wanted to walk. I've offloaded what I wanted to offload, and I'm still on a journey on my own, and the whole point is to come here and to relive, or rather share my experiences, so that someone can heal from them, someone can, you know, learn from them. So I'm happy with the direction the channel is going to take, because growth is important and new beginnings are important, and it's important to understand that also as people we are different. You know, I was looking at that on that very first video, because on that very first video I was pregnant and I was going through a lot, but that Mpho and this Mpho are very different, you know, spiritually gifted women. And this Mpho today has experienced a lot, and has grown a lot, and has learned from that Mpho, and that Mpho birthed this Mpho. So it's a lot of things, you know. I will always carry this channel with me no matter what. I always say YouTube made me, you know, it made me. I am known today, you know, in a global space, you know, and because of this channel. Most people didn't know me, but because of this channel, you know, the engagement of people, or rather lives, that I would be able to reach, it was just great. So I'm happy about that. But it is important that we understand that, you know, indlela yethu is not easy, and I always say that because it is like that. And no matter how much ungatshelwa ukuthi uma uphahla biza abamama, biza abakababa, or wenze all of these things, self-introspection is important. Yay! It sees your heart more than anything else. And ungaphahla ngawo kamakhandlela umsamo wakho ube muhle ngayo yonke indlela, but it is important what's in your heart. Ningaphahla ni-two, omunye aphahle ngomsamo ongana necansi ongana nekodwa aphahle ngekhandlela lodwa, and when uphahle, but because you feel like you know, the pride, you're showing off, but bese lona ngapha phahla ngekhandlela elingana, understand, ithandazo yakhe ivakale, amadlozi wakhe amenzele. So it's like anything and everything oyenzayo, know why you're doing it. And to anyone ozohamba ayolandela indlela yakhe yodlozi, you need to know that you are safe. One, because lana emaphehlweni akusekho right, you know, akusekho right at all. Izinto ezenzakalayo, they're just disgusting, they're just appalling, you know. You know, it's just crazy. Just know that you are safe. Know when you are being abused, and know when you are being trained, you know when to say no. You have a right to say no. It doesn't mean that you need to agree to everything, you know. You must listen to it. Like, if you find that your gobel or whoever is not willing to work, then pack your things and go home. And to those people frustrated and feeling like amadlozwabo are not showing them anywhere or directing them anywhere, maybe you don't have to go anywhere. Maybe you just have to sit at home and breathe and live with your gift, and accept that you are gifted. Yes, you're gifted, but you don't have a calling. I'm gifted, yes, but I don't have a calling, thank God. You know, because in such cases of abilities like being able to read a person, being able to, you know, transcend energies, it's not things that generally that need you to be taught. Ziyazenzakalela zona, and then they bring confusion to you because you end up seeing things. So you get taken to initiation, or rather ipehlo, so you can be straightened line, so that you can understand what is happening to you. So I always say, sometimes, because now, you know what, we are just Google sangomas, you can just sit down and be honest with yourself. You know, do I have a calling, or I'm just carrying a gift, passed down bloodline to bloodline? Because now the problem is that we don't enjoy our gifts because we're too focused on the part of the calling. And when the calling doesn't come, we become disheartened, or rather discouraged, and then our lives become complicated. So even if you're living with a gift, you harness your gift, you live and walk with your purpose. But don't feel oppressed by ubizo. You know, I cannot wait for the day whereby we'll be having amasonto. that won't be teaching us about a man in a white robe with curly hair and the blonde and speaking all these languages. I cannot wait for that day. You know, I long for the day whereby our churches are going to be teaching on our African spirituality undilutedly so. From, imagine this is what I always imagine. Maybe it's just a DM, you know, a spiritual DM, but this is what I imagine. We are going into churches, and every time we go there, you know, kunemvuselelo yemimoya yethu, kunabe abanezipho, kunabanobizo esontweni, you are able ukuthi uvuke idlozi limanyele idlozi lakho kuchubeke kuvuselelo limoya kushonyalelwe ngomdali, the great I am, because without him we wouldn't be here. Kuchazelwa abantu, explain to people, preach to people about ukubaluleka ukulandela isintu noma amasiko abo, hold sermons, teach people how ukwenza imisebenzi, teach people how to ukuphahla, teach people the importance of candles, teach people like I long for that. I long for that. Whereby esontweni lapho kuzobe kunama stores or amakhandlela wezinifu, you know, the freedom there, amabai and all of that. Maybe, you know, and maybe it's something I need to, maybe belengvuli sonto. You never know. Only if it needs all that. And because mina, my church will be just, you know, a free spirited church. I don't want people coming there baza with their religious mindsets, baza kutshela ukuthi lay wrong, lay right. No, because you'll be coming there that day. You know, we go and do that so that we are revived. And even when we send our kids to church, we're not sending them, you know, our father and all of these things. No, about their lineage, about their bloodline. Sunday school, Sunday school, fundiswa ngeyibongo nokuthi umuntu omnyama usuka. I'm feeling emotional speaking about this, because until we get to that day or that moment, I will know that we are free as a people. We are free of the shackles of setbacks. We are free of the things. And even lapetsontweni, there would be a part whereby there's a denomination of exorcism, you know, you know, because, you know, there would be that denomination of abantu, that there would be all these things, but all of this would be in our church. Kuthiwa isonto lama Afrika leli. Oh my word, that will be so beautiful. Uma sihlabelela ngedlozi, yazazi ingoma ezikhishwa idlozi, ingoma nawo ngekuzuyizwe ukuthi, you know. And because kunabantu baphiwe ngendlela eziningi, kunabantu that are gifted musically, kunabantu that are gifted in all these other ways. That is why uzothola bathi kunomuntu othwasile isangoma but uphiwe ngokushaya isigubhu. I always say that is nonsense. That person was just gifted, but with ingoma, you know, bekanganalo no, or gifted ngengoma, you know. So they are able to, when they beat the drums, they are healing because they are healers themselves. So now when to love something like bayadingeka, because yiba bazoshaya igubhu, you understand, bathi mabathi budum, ay man namanga ama week mele maniza esonteni kuzoba nestall se got to be amadlu lapha nokuthi upressise, because hey, it's gonna go down. But I can't wait for that day. I can't wait for that day where, you know, we everything that we teach and everything that we fight for is just a normality, you know. Uyesonteni lakho ugcoke izinto eziboniswe idlozi lakho. You know, you don't feel as though you need some uniform or some type of way. No, you go there to just offload. We are like we're gonna be healed as a nation, you know. Maybe if that is what's, you know, what maybe, you know, I'm getting spiritually, with time allows, then I believe, you know, I wouldn't mind. I love music, I love singing, but I also, maybe in that spectrum, maybe ngaba umamfundisi, you know. But angifuni uba umamfundisi wokuguqelwa. No, I want to be umamfundisi kuthi abantu baphole. I'm not about people worshiping me or kneeling down on me. No, I don't want that, you know. whereby even nongoba sithi siyanikela esontweni kunemizi esibonayo ukuthi la kuyabheda badinga imisebenzi, we take those monies, we take them there, bahlabe bayenza imisebenzi, you know, sibalungisela imisamo kufakelwa abogogo balapha amatshe, you know, it's just a universal thing. And I think Amanda was made to all feel like, you know what, our job is done, you know, this generation of ancestors is doing the things that need to be done, you know. So it's one of those things that are there. So don't feel oppressed by the calling and feel wooty, I'm not seeing anything, or whatever the case might be. You know, there's nothing wrong with being gifted. Abelungu bathi it's a talent. Tina ngesintu, or rather in our spiritual language, it's a gift. So what is your gift? Find out. Ngiphiwe mina. You know, with this ability that I have, your poop, whatever, then what is my gift in life? What is my purpose? You understand? Not everything says to you, hambo twasa or something. La ukona in your life, whether it's a workplace or whatever the case, you've been planted there for a specific reason, because you need to connect to those people. There's healing work you need to do there. If opala ho bona mutha kulang aphelang pila, how are you gonna be able to heal the masses? You know, and it is the truth. Honestly, it is the truth. So asingabi narrow-minded, asingabi, you know, short-sighted. Let us think for the tomorrow. Let us think for the future. Let us think of our kids. You know, what's the point of reference? You know, we grew up from Christian homes, yes, but I don't want my son to say that to his kids. I want my son to be like, I am Uzweli Banzi, and I grew up in Kayen where idlozi belazwa, and my mom bega isangoma, and you know, I want that, you know, even though we leave a will. How beautiful is it? Utu uyisango mhambilot ushiyi will ukuthi njengoba ngihamba ngayo thwasa kanje ngicela ibhayila melisoli sale nobani bese ke uzibani banyana umsebenzi wakhe, or noma umntana oyozalwa uzibani banyana umsebenzi wakhe. You understand that? And ngicela into zami nizibeke kahle nikhiye niclean every 3 months or 2 months. Imagine the beauties. It's gonna be so normal that, you know, it's gonna be so beautiful, you know. And nasekaya, you sit down, you discuss the bloodline, you go, oh, this is what's happening. Ekaya begunesipho, but but yes, we are gifted in that light. Then we get to understand. Oh, okay. Then we'll stop this confusion that we have. We'll stop all these things. So allow us to evolve, allow us to grow as a person, allow us to identify the beauty of our gifts, the beauty of our ways. And before I fulfill my calling or a purpose, calling. Before I fulfill my calling or my purpose, I started accepting my gift and started understanding my gift better, and then it made sense. You know, my full name is Dimpo. You know, Dimpo means gifts. And that, I think, is what I carry with me, because when your parents name you, my other name is Michelle. So Michelle means when I followed it, right, it means stars, like stars of light in that, you know, but you know how things will be, but it means glory, you know, in that light. So Kirimpo Tsahanya, basically Kihanya, you know. So when my mom named me, or Ekaya, when they name me, they say good, they name me after Udimpo Hani. But you know, and they said oh my gosh. But I feel I carry my name more than anything, you know, and it is that. And as now, you know, when I sat down, moving forward, because I was lamposa, I was, you know, but I asked Badimu Baka, what name am I gonna move forward? Because Lampona, I'm young, I'm vibey, and so they were busy showing me Badimu. I thought they were giving me a name for my son. Maybe Wanakaki Iroba Mpwabadimu or Badimu or Wabadimu. And it appeared to me in a dream, like being typed out, like I was typing, you know, and I couldn't see what I was typing, but at the end, it was Umpoya Badimu. So I woke up with that mpoya badim. Is that so? I started holding on to that, and I am mpo wabadimu because highly mpoya badimu. I carry many ancestors with me. I'm an advocate for Idlozi. And being an advocate doesn't mean hore ki kukile fela badimu ba kamara. Ki kukile badimu. I'm here to speak, to be the voice. That is why kelempo wabadimu. My life is based on dilo tabadimu. Kingwana wabadimu. And I am nothing without badimu baka. So that is how everything was nurtured and born. And I even have a tattoo on my back because that is when the phoenix was born. That is when the phoenix rose from the ashes. And dimpo utlilele fatsing kamewaka, that was this vessel I used. And then dimpo carried me until I went through my initiation phase. And then after that initiation phase, Dimpo decided to take a break from life and allowed me to start walking as Mpo Wabadimu. So it's a very deep thing. I wish I could show you what I'm talking about with my spiritual eyes, but it's a beautiful thing. So I'm just that. I'm just happy, you know, like I name my son Zwelibanzi. The world is his oyster, you know, the world is yours. That's what I always tell him. That's the name that he carries. The world is yours, you know, and it's a beautiful name, you know, and I feel that next we should also look at our names. Olerato, what is your name? What do you carry? You know, are you living that? You know, and it's a lot of things. So man, there's beauty to life, you know. I'm just happy that we are here and we have grown, and may we see many more. And galerata hahulu minenyanthanda kakhulu and ngiyabonga kakhulu for your amazing support. And we you know, I've been, you know, trash talk a lot for being me, but you know, it has been an overwhelming experience with the love I continuously get. And every time I meet someone that says, Gogo, you changed my life, that to me is enough. My DMs are flooded with that all the time. And I find peace, you know, and I find peace in that, you know. So live your life. Be happy. Find your happiness. Find what it is that you want. Don't stop living because utlile badimu and now you want to base everything hi badimu. No. If you get to understand, or badimu want us to have a better quality of life. So how unza uitima letabo, uitima dilo, and you thinking you're doing justice for that? How are you gonna thrive spiritually if uli beta unalidilo it's only turning inside? You need to offload and let go. Live no opela, because the side note is that how so only on the other side only sidim, or when you are an ancestor, you don't get to, you know, experience life like we do. So live your life and stop putting yourself in the prisons of ubizo. The gift will manifest itself naturally if it's there, you know. If on a calling izos manifestela gogo, you don't need guti uhambe indlela ezok traumatizer. You understand? If the gift, you know from your upbringing, you've been able to read, alright, things will be there. Live life. Find peace within yourself instead of looking at trying to follow this gift thing. Go back home. Lungsane kaya, mend the fences. Lungsani izindlu zabo gogo benu. Abogogo benu bashona nabomkhulu bashi izindlu zabo zilenga zisesenjalo namanje. Instead of being so focused on trying to always ngifuna ukuhlanganisa imali, thatha imali nifaka amatshe nilungisa amathuna wabantu bakini, you know, nipende imizi yabokhokho benu, meet there, you know, every once in a month, you know, do something for amadlozi wakho so that nizoba at peace. Because the thing I feel is that we have lost our peace because now we are confusing ourselves, and they're so easy and they're so practical. It's just that we've put ourselves in prison thinking good amadlozi are always monitoring us. This is not religion, this is spirituality, and it's a freedom all the time. It's either you're free or you're dumb. But I'm just kidding, you're not dumb, but you're free. So it's up to you what you choose for yourself. But I won't sit here and say to you that and teach you lies or tell you lies. I was a born again. I always say that a tongue speaking Kurianda Kabara Itinali Angis. I was that girl carrying the Lord's word. Hallelujah. I was there. But I was lost inside. Being void ngapum because of the rejection. Ngahamba ngathwasa. Ngaqala impilo phansi. Okuba la ngikhona angakafiki nokuthi ngifuna ukuyaphi. I'm not even where I want to be in life, but I found what would give me peace, and that is my gift. I've knocked on so many doors in life trying to do this, trying to do that, like diabala, but I feel at peace. I feel at peace because that is me, that is my purpose. So find what it is that is you, that you do and excel in, or rather gives you that harmony or peace in your life. Then also right, Gogo. Let us, you know, open ourselves up to the possibilities of serenity instead of holding ourselves captive. Before I preach and start a sermon, I would like to thank you once again for coming through to view my video. So I'll be just, you know, taking just a few days off, and then I'll be back again, you know, continuing where we left off, you know, should spirit allowed. I think I'm going to take these days to just communicate with my ancestors and know that since, well, and I completed it, what now? Where do we move from here? And then we will take it from there. So in the meantime, show me some love, watch all my videos, literally. But we are going to be back with a live session, and I will share on the flyer on that, and I will post it here, and I'll also post it on my Instagram page. And I am excited. And the same day we hit 17k subscribers on Instagram, I hit 47k followers. So I was like, kitty seven, what's all like what's all like? But it was just exciting. So those that follow me on Instagram know that with every milestone I hit, I also dedicate a live. So thing is that Instagram is but we'll see about that. But I will be back here on YouTube to have that live done. So any announcement and everything else I'll be sharing. So I know I'll be getting people asking me, Gogo, which number do we get you on? It's 07810288489. You just simply say Thokoza Gogo, and then you'll be assisted with the necessary details that you need should you wish to book a session with me or anything of sort with me. And I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for coming through. So let me go rest. I feel better, but the vaccine didn't do much, you know. I am good, I'm fine. It's just that yesterday I just passed out, like I literally went into a short coma, but I was very exhausted. But today I feel a bit better. So tomorrow is a new day. I just need to finish off this week's workload because of the electricity that has been setting us back. So I really thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for your comments. I'd really appreciate your comments down below. Do share, when did you subscribe? When did you start subscribing to this channel? Or how did you find out about me? Or which video led you here? Or whatever. I just want to know when did this relationship because but I need to know that, you know, I just would love to know that. Where did we meet? How did we come across? How did you come across my channel? Or want to share any testimonies or whatever, you know, messages that you want to share, messages of well wishes, do drop those below this video, and I'd really appreciate, and I'm gonna read all of them, trust me. I have a bit of a time on my hands, you know. I'll definitely read all of them and, you know, get back to you and reply to you and show you some love. But thank you so much. I love you, love you, love you, love you, from the highest of my heart. And from me myself, and amadlozi wami amahle aglowayo afaka amalash ayenza zonke izinto ezi-nice, ezi-bright. Sithi kini thokozani, and I will definitely see you later. Don't forget that if you have 18 in the house, 18, or someone that is young, that is will be relatable to my content, please share my channel to them so that they can come find peace and healing. They're gonna laugh, they're gonna cry, they're gonna do all these things, but at the end of the day, they're gonna be better. I am that therapist or the psychologist they need. I'll be the best friend in their head, because I have so many best friends in my head, and in their heads they are my best friends, so we are best friending. So don't worry that everything I won't, there's nothing actually on my channel, because I try so much to add humor. You know, it comes naturally, but I try to add humor to make everything a bit more light. So thank you so much, guys. I'll definitely see you on the beautiful side of YouTube, but thank you so much for coming through. I am Pabadimu, the advocate of Ilozi, signing out, looking, feeling, smelling, and sounding like 17K. Thokozani.